Yes, good evening. Welcome. Welcome on this Expert Talk live show. So today is our 86th Expert Talk live show, and we will be having our expert Shrijith Krishnan who will be speaking on mid-career crisis. So let us welcome our expert of the day and let us start the session. Hi Shrijith.
Hi, Vipul.
Yes, Shrijith, thank you for joining in and thank you for accepting our invitation.
It's my pleasure. Looking forward to an interactive session and sharing my
Yes,
expertise. Yeah.
yes, I'm sure it will be an interactive session. We'll get to know so many insights from you, and I'm sure your guidance will help our audience as well. So, let me give our audience before we start the session. Before I give the brief intro about Sujit, please do like, share, and do participate in this session. Do ask your questions. आपके कोई भी question हो तो आप definitely पूछ सकते. We'll try to cover them during the session or at the end of the session. सो अपने क्वेश्चंस पूछिए, सेशन को लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए, कमेंट कीजिए। अगर आप यूट्यूब पे देख रहे हैं तो सब्सक्राइब आवर यूट्यूब चैनल विपुल द वंडरफुल। अगर आप लिंक्डइन पे देख रहे हैं तो फॉलो अस देयर। आप श्रीजीत जी को भी फॉलो कर सकते हैं। इनका लिंक्डइन आईडी इज इनका लिंक्डइन अकाउंट इज श्रीजीत कृष्णन। तो आप लिंक्डइन पे उनको सर्च करके उनको फॉलो रिक्वेस्ट भेज सकते हैं। आप कुछ भी क्वेरी, पोस्ट सेशन कुछ भी क्वेरी हो तो आप उनको डेफिनेटली कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं। सो yes, let us start the session. Let me give a brief intro about Shrijith. Shrijith Krishnan is a business professional turned entrepreneur with almost 2 decades of experience in the corporate world. Amazing. And he has worked with notable companies and startups in the Edtech space and handled diverse leadership roles. Amazing. And presently, he is the founder and CEO of Evercoach Edutech, a pioneering knowledge enterprise reshaping careers through targeted coaching and skill enhancement programs designed for professionals. He is also coach and mentor professionals to excel their careers. So, Srijit, you are doing amazing. Just keep it up. And yes, let us start the session. But before that, please tell us more about you and your life journey till now. कुछ ऐसी चीज जो मैंने कवर नहीं की हो, प्लीज हाईलाइट दैट. थैंक यू.
Sure, sure. So, thank you for that introduction, Vipul. So, as you rightly said, I have almost 2 decades of experience in the corporate world. So, and I have worked with various companies, handled different roles and leadership positions. And currently, I am an entrepreneur and the founder of an education or a knowledge venture, which is Evercoach Edutech Private Limited, where we empower professionals to build skills and strategies which will help them in building a more amazing careers, right? So that's what we do as an organization. Now, what I figured during my long career was that there is a certain phase that comes in the life of every professional where they are trying to find answers to certain questions. Questions like what next? How do I move ahead in my uh, forward journey, right? What is there in the future? There's a lot of confusion, and also there are not many mentors who can guide them. And that was one of the main reasons that I moved into entrepreneurship, to help professionals find answers to these questions so that they can plan better, they can work on their skills and have a great career. So that's what we are doing currently, and we want to impact a large number of professionals in this manner. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you are doing amazing, and the spirit behind doing this is amazing. So just keep it up. Now let's start the session of the day. Let's start with the very first question, which is in fact the title of the day. What is mid-career stagnation, and how does it impact professionals in their career journey?
Right.
Yeah, before
So it's a
before you start, let me thank Vaibhav and Kirit for joining in and participating. Thank you, Vaibhav, Kirit. Yeah, so yeah, Srijit, please continue.
Yeah. So I think it's a very relevant topic, Vipul. Mid-career stagnation is something which is there everywhere, right? And as per a survey conducted by Oracle recently, what they found was almost 75% professionals are going through mid-career stagnation. Now, if the statistics are true, then this is a serious problem. So what is mid-career stagnation, right? So I would say mid-career is both an exciting and a challenging phase in one's professional journey. Exciting because you have accumulated so much experience, right? And now it is the time to use that experience and build your future. So if an individual is able to do that, the potential is immense. A lot of things can be done. But on the flip side, it can be challenging because a lot of professionals are stuck in this phase. They don't know what to do. What's the future? Nobody to guide, right? So that is what is known as mid-career stagnation, where a professional is clueless. There is something missing in his career. He is not satisfied with the job he's doing, right? So and this is something which needs to be addressed on priority.
So
Now,
a burning
yeah,
desire or something which is satisfaction नहीं मिलता है कि कुछ और करे, कुछ अलग करे, वैसी एक फीलिंग होती है,
that's
राइट?
right.
राइट।
That's right. उनको लगता है कि अभी आगे क्या,
आगे व्हाट इज
or
नेक्स्ट?
what's next, and they don't have anybody to guide them. Now, there are different types of stagnation, right? The first kind of stagnation is skill stagnation. This happens when your skills are outdated. It is not useful for the next level, right? Because you didn't try to upgrade yourself, so you are stuck. So that's a skill stagnation. The second kind of stagnation is role stagnation, where you are stuck in a role or a job where there is not much scope to grow now, right? And because of which, again, you are stuck. The third kind of stagnation is personal stagnation. यहाँ पे क्या होता है, there is a disconnect between your personal goals, personal capabilities, जो आपके skills हैं, and the role that you are in. And because there is a mismatch, you are not able to grow, right? Now, and this is something which is very much common. So once you identify the different kinds of stagnation, I believe that you should start understanding the problem and take a corrective step. It is probably a sign that अब कुछ करना चाहिए. Something has to be done, right? So what is the impact on professionals? The second part of the question, right? Stagnation से क्या असर पड़ता है professionals पे? Number one, there is no job satisfaction, right? They are just doing a routine job.
वो एक मोटिवेशन नहीं होता है मॉर्निंग में, अर्ली मॉर्निंग उठ के ऑफिस जाने का या काम पे जाने का एक मोटिवेशन नहीं होता है।
पुश करके अपने आप को लेके जाना पड़ता है जॉब के लिए, राइट? सो मोरल इज डाउन, जिसके कारण देयर इज नो प्रोडक्टिविटी, क्रिएटिविटी यू कांट यूज ड्यूरिंग इन योर जॉब. देयर इज लैक ऑफ productivity, creativity that we covered. There is also loss of work-life balance. That means you're not able to balance your professional life and your personal life, which leads to a lot of stress. And that leads to mental, physical health problems, right? So these are some of the ways the professionals are affected because of mid-career stagnation. So I would suggest take action, come out of this situation as soon as possible, right? That's the way forward.
That's amazing. वो एक मोटिवेशन नहीं होता है कि आपको संडेज के दिन काम करने का, हॉलीडेज पे काम करने का एक मोटिवेशन नहीं होता है कुछ व्हाट इज नेक्स्ट और व्हाट आई विल लीव बिहाइंड, मेरे पीछे मैं क्या छोड़ के जाऊंगा, वो एक फीलिंग होती है. दैट इज द रीजन बिहाइंड स्टैग्नेशन. वेरी वेरी राइटली सेड एंड वेल आंसर्ड. So moving on to the next question, and before that I'll welcome Arun for joining in. Thank you Arun for joining in. And yeah, so next question is as you've said, what is the आपने करियर स्टैग्नेशन क्या होता है और उसकी इम्पैक्ट क्या होती है वो बताया. कुछ आपने रीजंस भी कवर किए, बट स्टिल वील गो इनटू डेप्थ, वी विल डीप ड्राइव एंड वील गेट टू नो कि what are the common reasons that can lead to mid-career stagnation. Let's deep dive into this.
Right. Yeah. Sure. So now we have understood what is mid-career stagnation, right? We have also understood इसका क्या असर होता है professionals पे, their physical health, mental health, and a lot of other things, right? Lack of productivity, job satisfaction. Now, what factors lead to career stagnation? So let's divide it into, for easy understanding, we can divide it into two parts, right? There are some internal factors and there are some external factors. Now, what are internal factors? Internal factors are related to the individual, right? So the first internal factor is uh, lack of skill enhancement, skill development. You felt, आपको लगा कि जो आपके skills हैं वो आपके job के लिए काफी हैं, उसको improve करने की जरूरत नहीं है, right? Because of which, when opportunity comes, you are not able to take up that new role because you never your skills, right? It's one of the major internal factors, lack of skill enhancement. Second is absence of clear goals, right? आपका कोई क्लियर ऑब्जेक्टिव नहीं है, लॉन्ग टर्म गोल नहीं है, शॉर्ट टर्म गोल नहीं है, यू जस्ट वेंट विद द फ्लो, राइट? एंड बिकॉज यू डिडंट हैव गोल, यू आर नॉट मोटिवेटेड, एक डायरेक्शन नहीं है, दिशा नहीं है, right? You are doing multiple things. Now this again is a major problem and a big factor which leads to career stagnation. Third is comfort zone mentality. आपको लगता है कि I should not take risk, this is a very comfortable job, let me keep doing it. Stress है, you have problems, you don't like the job, but you are in a comfort zone, you don't want to take up new challenges, जिसके कारण lot of opportunities are missed, right? Another factor is fear of failure. यू फियर फेलियर, आपको डर लगता है कि इफ आई टेक अ डिसीजन उसका क्या असर पड़ेगा मुझ पर, राइट? बिकॉज ऑफ दैट फियर, लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स आप कोई नया अपॉर्चुनिटी आता है, यू डोंट टेक अ चांस एंड गो फॉर इट, बिकॉज ऑफ विच सिंस यू डिडंट इवन ट्राई, आपको वो अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल ही नहीं सकती. अगर आपने ट्राई किया होता तो शायद इट वुड हैव क्लिक्ड, राइट? सो दैट फियर ऑफ फेलियर इज अ बिग प्रॉब्लम, राइट? Another problem is risk of there is less self assessment. What is self assessment? लोग self assessment नहीं करते हैं. That means you have certain capabilities, आपकी कुछ strengths हैं, आपका कुछ potential है, आपने कभी उसके accordingly you didn't look for a job, right? How can you succeed in a job when your strength is aligned to the role that you are in, right? But since there was no alignment, you didn't give importance to it, you are stuck in your career, right? So these are some of the internal factors which is because of which individuals don't grow. Now there are certain external factors which are more related to the organization. It is not an individual problem, right? Like for example, certain organizations में lot of changes happen, leadership changes हो गए, restructuring हो गया, right? Because of which employee growth is also impacted, right? Lack of learning opportunities in the company. कुछ companies में they don't provide you employee development opportunities या trainings, because of which the employees are unable to grow, right? Lack of networking opportunities. आपने कभी अपना network बढ़ाया ही नहीं, you are within the company, company ने भी आपको persuade नहीं किया, because of limited network आपका growth भी limited रहेगी, right? So आपको opportunities का पता ही नहीं है. So these are some internal and external factors because of which career stagnation happens, right? So these are the basic.
Very rightly said. So ऐसा नहीं है कि it's because of you only this situation arises. There are possibilities of external factors also. So आपको वो भी identify करना है या ध्यान में रखना है कि it's not आपने ऊपर ही blame नहीं करना है. There can be external factors also, और वो आपको identify करना है या किसी की help लेनी है, coach या mentor की, और वो identify करके उसको diagnose करना है to overcome this mid-career stagnation. So very rightly answered. Now the next question is very important. How can mid-career professional convert this stagnation into opportunity? Adversity is the opportunity, as said. So, and and any real life examples you can share, because you are coaching to so many professionals, and you would have came across with such scenarios. So ऐसा कोई एग्जाम्पल अगर आप शेयर कर सके तो that will be a great help.
Sure. I mean, I think this is the most important part of this entire webinar, right? How do you convert your challenges, mid-career challenges, into opportunities? But so it's a very interesting part, so we will cover it in detail. But does anybody have any questions, Vipul? I mean, as of
No,
now?
so far no questions. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll continue with that.
Yeah,
So
please.
see, I have come across a lot of individuals who are going through this struggle. 10 years experience, 15 years experience, 20 years experience. And interestingly, mid-career starts much early and ends at a very later stage, right? So you can say from 30 years to 60, 65 years is actually mid-career in many cases. That is the kind of range, right? Because you come across so many people with different experience level, and they are unable to grow
Very true.
because either because of the internal factors or the external factors, right? So they're basically IT companies or sales organization where people, IT is still, a lot of people change jobs frequently. But if you look at the traditional organizations, still a lot of people don't change jobs, right? They are there in the organization for 10 years, 15 years. I was also one of them, right? But I was able to overcome those challenges, work on my skills, and that helped me in growing in my career. But it's not the case with everyone. A lot of people are still stuck. They know they are stuck, but they are not willing to take a chance because, again, lot of factors, right? So we'll try to understand how do we convert the challenges into opportunities.
कई बार
So
वो एक फियर फैक्टर भी होता है कि टू एक्सेप्ट द सिचुएशन इज आल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, तभी आप उसका
right,
डायग्नोस कर पाएंगे
very
उसको.
rightly said. Yes, yes. Lot of times you know, but you are not willing to accept it. आपको
ट्रू
पता है कि एक फियर है, बट आप उसको एक्सेप्ट नहीं करोगे और उसको इग्नोर करोगे, सो यू विल कंटिन्यू टू रिमेन इन दैट स्टेज एंड नोबडी कैन चेंज इट.
ट्रू,
So,
वेरी ट्रू.
so what I tell everyone who comes to me for uh, consultation or to attend my coaching, I basically tell them that mid-career stagnation is not the end of career, right? You can still change things, turn around हो सकता है, बट उसके लिए जरूरी है you look at it from a positive perspective, right? Probably ये एक opportunity है आपके लिए to redefine and reassess. Redefine कि is this job right for me, आगे मुझे क्या करना चाहिए, उसके अराउंड get more knowledge. Reassess कि और क्या कर सकते हैं, जो करंट जॉब है उस पर क्या कर सकता हूं मैं कि आगे बढ़ूं, right? Probably you should see this as an opportunity, not like, oh, I am stuck, right? So if you have that mindset and you are willing to take action, right, to change the circumstance, there are 6-7 ways in which you can easily convert your challenges into opportunities. See, why I'm saying easily is, if I say it's very difficult, right, your mind starts working in that way. So it's a mind game also,
ट्रू.
right? So you should start thinking that I can do it and ये मेरे बस की बात है, right? And then start taking action. Abhi jaise a lot of people must be listening to this webinar. I'm sure 90% of the people will just listen and forget about it. Hardly that 10% or maybe only 5% will actually take action, and those are the people who actually move forward. So I would advise everyone watching this to get inspired and start taking action, right? So number one, quickly let's move with the ways using
फ्लो.
the
या.
right, to challenges into opportunities. Number one is skill enhancement. So reskilling, upskilling, आपके इंडस्ट्री में जो जो ट्रेंड चल रहा है, राइट, अभी का जो ट्रेंड है वो उसके अनुसार ट्राई टू बिल्ड अप योर स्किल, राइट, सो दैट आप आउटडेटेड कभी नहीं होंगे. You will always be considered as somebody who is has updated his skills and who is important for the company, right? So skill enhancement is important. Second is cross functional skills build up करना. Cross functional skills क्या होते हैं, आपके जो स्किल सेट है उसको बढ़ाना. तो हो सकता है आपका, अगर आप सेल्स में हैं, सेल्स से रिलेटेड अगर दूसरे जॉब्स हैं, ट्राई टू पिक अप स्किल्स फ्रॉम दैट जॉब ऑल्सो. उससे क्या होता है, आपका जो स्कोप है वो बढ़ जाता है, राइट? सो दैट यू आर मोर कंसिडर्ड टू बी मोर अडेप्टेबल एंड वर्सेटाइल, राइट? सेकेंड इज improving your networking and relationship building skills, right? It's very important. You should network more with like-minded professionals, be it on LinkedIn, social media, and start building genuine connections, right? Also look for some good mentors who can guide you in this journey, right? So all this comes under networking. The third thing that you can do is, and you should do, is personal branding. Build your social presence, online presence, right? On say on LinkedIn or other professional website. Start engaging with professionals, like-minded professionals जो आपके फील्ड के हैं, आपके इंडस्ट्री के हैं. Start sharing content. Now once you start sharing content, you are seen as an expert in that particular field, right?
True.
And when you're seen as an expert in that field, आपका market value automatically बढ़ जाता है,
Very
right?
true.
फिर उसके बाद आपको, you will not get stuck, you will find lot of opportunities. So work on your personal brand, right? The other thing that you can do it is strategic career planning मतलब पहले तो अपना गोल सेट कर लो आप, क्योंकि नाउ यू आर स्टक, राइट? नाउ सेट योर न्यू गोल्स कि मेरे को नेक्स्ट 3 months में क्या करना है, 6 months में क्या करना है, नेक्स्ट 1 year में वेयर शुड आई बी, राइट? हैव अ प्रॉपर गोल सेटिंग, right? And then look at diversification, look at opportunities outside your industry also, right? Don't restrict yourself कि मैं यही करूंगा, यही मेरा इंडस्ट्री है. There are so many related industries as well. कुछ लोग career change भी कर देते, right? So that is another way you can convert your challenges into opportunities. The other thing is you have to build your soft skills. सॉफ्ट स्किल, बहुत तरह के सॉफ्ट स्किल्स होते हैं, बट 2 सॉफ्ट स्किल्स आर एक्सट्रीमली इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अ मिड करियर प्रोफेशनल. नंबर 1 इज कम्युनिकेशन. कम्युनिकेशन का मतलब ये है कि आप वॉट एवर थॉट्स यू हैव और वॉट एवर यू वॉन्ट टू कन्वे, यू शुड बी एबल टू कम्युनिकेट क्लियरली, बी इट हिंदी, इंग्लिश, डजेंट मैटर, बट आप जो बोलना चाह रहे हैं, यू शुड बी एबल टू कन्वे योर थॉट्स, योर आइडियाज क्लियरली, राइट? दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. सो कम्युनिकेशन इज नंबर 1. नंबर 2 इज बिल्ड योर लीडरशिप स्किल्स, बिकॉज आपका नेक्स्ट लेवल क्या है, लीडरशिप रोल है. एंड अगर आप लीडरशिप स्किल्स डेवलप करते हैं कि टीम कैसे मैनेज की जाती है, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग, इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस, राइट, ऑल दीज थिंग्स यू शुड डेवलप सो दैट आपका जो नेक्स्ट जर्नी है वो इट इज एट अ नेक्स्ट लेवल, right? Because there are a lot of leadership positions available, but people are not ready. So build on your leadership skills. So these are 2 soft skills you should work on. The next thing that you should be is very adaptable and risk taking. आपको you should be open to embracing change, right? अगर कोई नई अपॉर्चुनिटी आ रही है और if some new role is being offered to you, don't hesitate. ये मैं नहीं कर सकता, ये this is not my expertise बन जाता है ना? So embrace changes that are happening and risk taking ability increase कीजिए. More the risk, more the gain, right? It can, see, risk अगर लोगे, it can go this way or that way, but calculated risk लोगे तो you will succeed in your career, right? That's
True.
very important. And last but not the least, take care of your mental well-being and your physical well-being, right? By maybe doing regular exercise or maybe getting good sleep, because what happens is if you take care of your health, you will be stress free and you will be able to focus better, take more better decisions, and that will have a big impact on your career, right? So these are some of the ways using which you can convert your challenges into opportunities, and these are very simple methods, right? So start implementing it.
Very rightly said. So, any real life example you can share?
Yeah, so as I said, see, I have personally, I have gone through the stage when I was in my mid career, right? uh, Initially it was difficult to find somebody who could guide you, right? And you were also, I was also in a situation where, because I've been with the company for a long time, yes, I was growing in the company, but you reach a stage where you start thinking what next, right? There was no clarity. So I started working on my personal brand. I started doing programs on LinkedIn, certification programs, attending webinars. So what happens is this uh, increases your scope to get more knowledge, and you can use that knowledge to attract better opportunities, and that is how you go step by step, right? And that has helped me, so I'm sure it will help others as well, provided they follow the script. These 7 to 8 methods that we have discussed, if they follow this, I mean, they can scale up.
Bang on, very rightly said. There is a very famous punchline from a web series, risk hai to isk hai. So, so risk, to you'll have to take the risk, upskilling, getting out of comfort zone,
Yes.
networking with the right audience, with the right set of people. So that will help you. That will, give a spark to your career, your persona, and that is the way. That is the way. Very rightly said. So yeah, thank you, Rahul, for your appreciation. Yeah, audience, again requesting you can also ask your questions if you have. We will cover it at the end of the session.
Absolutely.
Uh, yeah. So moving on with the next question. Uh, Very important. What is the role of a coach or a mentor? To help you in this journey from
Yeah.
stagnation टू सक्सेस, हाउ टू चूज द आइडियल मेंटर? बिकॉज कई बार आपको ऐसा लगता नहीं है कि मैं मुझे आई मीन स्टेज ऑफ स्टेग्नेशन, या पता होता है कि मैं हूँ, बट इससे अभी कैसे ओवरकम किया जाए? तो इन दोनों सिचुएशन में हाउ टू फाइंड द राइट कोच और अ मेंटर, एंड हाउ टू चूज द आइडियल वन, बेस्ट वन?
Sure. Yeah. So, see, one thing we have to understand is every successful person has a coach. कोच का मतलब ये नहीं है कि when you are struggling, when you don't have anything left to do, आपको और कोई दिख नहीं रहा है रास्ता, तो you go to a coach. That's not how it works, right? When I say every successful person, जिसका जितना ज्यादा सक्सेस होता है वो उतना ज्यादा डिपेंड करता है कोच पे, because
True.
coach can add immense value in your professional journey using his knowledge, his expertise, his insights, right? India is still relatively not too open to coaching system, right? It is picking up now, but if you look at other countries, as I said, every successful person will definitely have a coach, right? Now, how can a coach help? A coach can help in setting the goal, राइट? कि शॉर्ट टर्म गोल क्या होना चाहिए, लॉन्ग टर्म गोल क्या होना चाहिए, मीडियम टर्म गोल क्या होना चाहिए, आर दीज गोल्स अलाइन टू योर पर्सनल एबिलिटीज, पर्सनल कैपेबिलिटीज? वो जो मिसमैच रहता है जिसके कारण आप ग्रो नहीं कर पाते हैं, अ कोच कैन हेल्प यू इन फाइंडिंग दैट. सो गोल सेटिंग इज द नंबर वन थिंग. नंबर टू, कोच कैन हेल्प यू इन बिल्डिंग स्किल्स. आपको बता सकते हैं कि आप ये गैप है, यहाँ पे आपको इंप्रूव करना है, इससे आपको बेटर जॉब मिल सकता है, राइट? थर्ड इज अकाउंटेबिलिटी आ जाता है. अकाउंटेबिलिटी मतलब अगर आप ऑफ ट्रैक जाते हैं, आपने जो सोचा था कि मैं ये करूंगा आप नहीं करते हैं, अ कोच विल बी देयर टू एंश्योर दैट यू कम बैक ऑनलाइन, you don't deviate, right, from that goal. That's very important. A coach can also help you in building network, because coach ke paas already he has that experience, so he will already have a network of professionals, so he can connect you to his network. That increases your opportunities, right? So that is another way in which a coach can really help. And of course he can build your confidence. Agar somewhere you are losing confidence कि ये मेरे से नहीं हो सकता है, a coach is an ideal person to give you that confidence and ensure that you keep growing, right? So this is the role
Very
of
true.
coach, right? The second part, which is more important, how to choose a coach. There are a lot of coaches around, right? So the most important part is try to find a coach who is aligned to your industry or the role that you're looking for. For example, if you are in sales, you should look for a coach who has an experience in sales, real life experience, real time experience, जिसका career रहा हो sales में, उसने he has gone through those mid career challenges, he has been there, done that and successful हुआ है. ऐसे लोगों को आप कोच बनाओगे, आपका जो जर्नी है वो फास्ट ट्रैक हो जाएगा. ऐसे बोलते हैं ना, यू डोंट हैव टू री इन्वेंट द व्हील. उन्होंने ऑलरेडी देखा हुआ है, उनको एक पाथ पता है, आपको बस उनको रीच आउट करना है, वो आपको बता देंगे ओके दिस इज द वे यू शुड वर्क, बिकॉज उन्होंने किया
It's,
हुआ है ना. सो
it's
फर्स्ट,
like you'll have the ready roadmap
एब्सोल्युटली
of the success. Yeah.
करेक्ट. सो दैट्स वन थिंग, यू शुड इंश्योर कि आपके फील्ड से अलाइंड है क्या. सेकेंड, आप ये देख सकते हैं कि whether he will be able to give you that much time and commitment, because lot of times कुछ काफी कोचेस बोलते हैं कि हम लोग इतना टाइम आपके साथ रहेंगे, दिस इज द ड्यूरेशन ऑफ द कोचिंग प्रोग्राम, बट many a times it is not possible because either they are too busy or they have their other priorities. So वो find out करना बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि आपको एक committed कोच चाहिए जो आपकी जर्नी में आपके साथ रहे, राइट? एंड यू कैन ऑल्सो लुक एट कोचेस जिनका कुछ ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड है, somebody who has already done things या काफी लोगों को मेंटर किया हुआ है, right? You can approach those coaches, but I personally feel you should find a coach who has real experience, not somebody who has done some training. I'm not against that, but I feel somebody who has real life experience is a better person to guide you and fast track your growth, right? So these are some of the ways you can identify a good coach.
Very rightly said. A person who has done that, and he who has been there, he can give you the real life. He can give you his real life experience, which will help you to succeed. So very rightly said कि कोच इज रिक्वायर्ड एंड
That's
आपने
right.
बिल्कुल सही बताया कि इंडिया में कम ट्रेंड है बट बाहर तो एवरीबडी हैज अ कोच यू नेम any celebrity, you name any sports person, they have a coach, and more successful person will have a coach who is even more successful than him. So बिल्कुल सही बताया, कोच होना जरूरी है. बट very important is, one of the last section question of the day. uh, very important is how important is mindset, in this entire process of coming out of career stagnation,
Yeah.
having coach, and because mindset matter is the deal maker, I can say.
Yes.
वो it will play the pivotal role. तो वो सबसे बड़ा रोल प्ले करेगा. तो how important is mindset, how to develop that, or how to create that mindset.
Yeah, very important question actually. Mindset, because mindset will has an impact on your attitude, your behavior, right, and your approach towards a particular situation. So if your mindset is not right, it is very difficult to move forward. So when I say, so there are two types. There are, you can divide mindset into different, or you can there are different types of mindset, right? The most popular one is a growth mindset, right? So when we say growth mindset, that means that you are willing to take feedback, willing to take chances. You are not stagnant, right? You are willing to explore things, right? So it's very important that if you want to grow in your career, have a growth mindset. Take feedback, right? Take risks, seize opportunities, right? That's very important. Now, once you have a growth mindset, you start looking at things in a very positive way. When you start looking at things in a positive way, you are not you are not. So again, that is further divided into uh, wherein you start looking at it in a way that there are no opportunities. That's a negative mindset, right? I cannot do this. ये मेरे बस की बात नहीं है. I am not worth it. Uh, which is called imposter syndrome, right? Which is also another topic which we can discuss, take it up later. But they don't believe in their capabilities. Now, all this is basically a limiting mindset, right? So, but if you are in growth mindset, you start believing that, oh, there are a lot of opportunities. I can do it. I have the ability to do it. So when you start looking at things in that view, automatically opportunities start coming in. नए रास्ते खुल जाते हैं, right? And that sets the tone, and then you start taking action. If you are not happy, you are stressed, mindset is not in the right place, you will struggle and you will not be able to change your circumstance. So yes, mindset is important. So develop a growth mindset, abundance mindset, जहाँ पे आपको लगता है कि lot of opportunities are there, I am capable of doing this, I can do it. So all that, right? So I think it's very crucial.
So very rightly answered, and that session was, till now it was amazing. Yes, Vaibhav, thank you for the appreciation, and very well said. Thank you, Vaibhav. So yes, uh, I have got to know so many things, and it will help me a lot. Thank you so much. I'm sure audience को भी काफी कुछ inputs मिले होंगे, and I'm sure कि लोगों को ये helpful रहेगा. Thank you so much, Shrijith, for your input. एंड ऑडियंस, यू कैन कनेक्ट विद सृजित. आप उनसे लिंक्डइन पे कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं. मैंने इनका लिंक्डइन और फेसबुक आईडी चैट पे भी अभी भेजा हुआ है, तो यू कैन कनेक्ट थ्रू द चैट. और थैंक यू सो मच सृजित फॉर ज्वाइनिंग इन टुडे. विशिंग यू ऑल द बेस्ट. स्टे ब्लेस्ड and see you soon on our expert talk show again with some another interesting topic. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
It was a pleasure. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Yes, so audience, this was our 86th एक्सपर्ट टॉक शो। एंड ऐसे ही हम आपको डिफरेंट डिफरेंट इंडस्ट्री एक्सपर्ट से मिलाते रहेंगे। टुमारो वी विल हैव अनदर सेशन, very interesting session on image consulting. So stay tuned. मिलते हैं कल 7:30 सेम टाइम ऑन यूट्यूब एंड लिंक्डइन। सो आप जुड़े रहिए, लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, फॉलो कीजिए हमें। एंड बस ऐसे ही हमारे एक्सपर्ट टॉक सेशंस को पार्टिसिपेट कीजिए, अपने लाइक्स, कमेंट्स, क्वेश्चंस टाइप कीजिए एंड डू एंगेज इन दिस सेशन। बस, तो थैंक यू सो मच। मिलते हैं कल with another expert, and thank you so much audience. This session was powered by Post Resume. We are into recruitment services, middle to senior level recruitment services across India and Africa since 2007. So do connect with us if you are looking for any career guidance, any talent solutions, any job related guidance, then we'll be happy to help you. If you are looking for talent solutions for your organization, then also connect with us. We'll be happy to help you. So with that note, see you again tomorrow. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. Keep smiling.